how's it going? So, today I wanted to talk about creativity and fluidity around the kit. And I wanted to do that by taking some examples from this book called Future Sounds by David Garibaldi. I've been messing around with this book, and it's really, really, really cool. And as I was messing around with it, I just thought, oh, okay, it'd be kind of cool to do a little bit of or maybe my take on creativity and how to try and get the most out of one thing, I guess, and how it can lead us to be fluid around the kit. The first three sections of the book deal with paradiddles, and it deals with permutating those paradiddles along a bar of music. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a paradiddle, we're going to play it as 16th notes, and we're going to mess around with the first permutation of it. So I'm going to have that written on the screen so that you can see it, and let's kind of get straight into it. The book suggests that we play the first permutation putting accents on the pa of the paradiddle, but that paradiddle is going to now have shifted to the E of every beat. And we're going to play kick drums on 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it's going to sound a little bit like this. The idea, to me, or the way it makes sense, is that we need to be able to understand what each of our hands does individually and get really comfortable with that before we can start like mixing and matching and doing it without thinking. So it has to do with muscle memory and, I guess, at the end of the day, repetition, really. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So once we kind of get used to those sounds, I guess all we got to start doing is moving them around the kit, one hand at a time. So let's keep the left on the snare, and let's start moving around the right hand, first on the floor tom, for example, and then seeing what happens in a random fashion. I mean, at this point, I'm not really trying to be musical. I'm trying to get my muscles and my ears to get used to the sounds they're making through the movements that they're making, if that made any sense. So here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Why don't we do the same thing but with the left and see what happens? So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. where fluidity starts coming is when we start messing about with each hand and moving them around the toms or wherever as we please, randomly at first. Again, not trying to be musical at all, but you know, it's just by trying different things with our different hands. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to play the pattern as suggested by the book, which I played earlier. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my right hand around the toms and see what happens. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. So why don't we try exactly the same thing, but with the left. So, and for that, I'm going to move my right hand to the right because it's a bit easier, I guess, to move around the tom-toms. Lazy, sure, why not? It sounds cool as well. So here we go. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to start mixing up both hands now, just again, randomly, not musically, but just to give you an idea of what starts happening when you start messing about with stuff. Right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. again, it's just to give you an idea. It's not, it's not musical. It's not necessarily rehearsed. It's just moving stuff around so that we can explore fluidity around the kit. There you go. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope you find it useful. And yeah, enjoy, and if you liked, subscribe and share. Thank you very much for watching.